Greetings. In this series, I'm going to follow cases where the person has been charged with the offence called hindering investigation. In normal speak, it's when someone hindered an investigation into a serious crime. To start, some background. I'm just a member of the public, and in following these cases, will only use publicly available information. You can essentially do the same exercise. I don't use people's real names. It avoids heaps of privacy and defamation issues. I'm a non-party to the proceedings. I'm not a solicitor involved in the case. I'm not the police. I'm just a face in the courtroom gallery. By the way, I'm not media either. I won't be repeating what the news media do. If you want news, change the channel. This is my contribution to the conversation about legal proceedings, which the media are a part of. My conversation is meant to be a little different. I acknowledge the Wanneroo people as the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which I'm making this on. I'm making this in the Maitland area in the Hunter Valley of New South Wales. Of course, this is Maitland Local Court. I usually follow cases from the Hunter Valley, mostly because it's my local community and it's easier to access the courts here. Why am I interested in the offence that is hindering investigation? I do like an evidence-based type of legal argument. Police need evidence. Without it, it's tricky to charge a person. So I'm interested in when someone tries to mess with the investigation. For example, destroys evidence. To me, hindering an investigation actually feels more like hindering justice. So before we start following some cases, I want to look at what the law says. The charge is hindering investigation, which has a maximum penalty of 7 years imprisonment. It's section 315 of the Crimes Act, and we're in New South Wales. It doesn't mean a person will be sentenced to 7 years, rather they could get anything from 0 to 7 years. Just can't be more than 7 years imprisonment. And of course they can get a fine or a community corrections order instead of jail. If a person pleads not guilty, the prosecution must prove the following elements of the offence beyond reasonable doubt. They must prove that a person did anything intending in any way to hinder in any of the following 3 ways. They hindered an investigation of a serious indictable offence committed by another person, or they hindered the discovery of evidence concerning a serious indictable offence committed by another person, or they apprehended another person who had committed a serious indictable offence. So the prosecution needs to prove one of those 3 ways of hindering an investigation. Not all of them, only one. By the way, a serious indictable offence means a crime that is punishable by imprisonment for a term of more than 5 years. An example of these types of offences includes murder, which has a maximum sentencing of life imprisonment. Here in the Hunter Valley, you don't hear about this offence very often. But in early 2024, a person is charged with hindering investigation. In the next part, I will start following the case.